In Islam, speech is not merely a tool for communication. It is considered a fundamental aspect of faith itself, carrying immense weight, responsibility, and potential for both great good and great evil. The importance of speech is woven into the very fabric of Islamic theology, law, and ethics. Here is a detailed breakdown of its importance. 1. The foundation of the Shahada, the door to Islam. The most important words a Muslim can ever utter are the Shahada, the testimony of faith. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. This statement of the tongue, when said with sincere belief in the heart, is what brings a person into the fold of Islam. It demonstrates that the primary act of embracing the religion is a verbal declaration. 2. A divine attribute and the act of creation. Allah himself is described by his speech. Kalam Allah, the speech of Allah, is one of his divine attributes. The Quran is referred to as the literal, uncreated speech of Allah, revealed to Prophet Muhammad, PBUH. The primary means of creation was through speech. Allah says, "Be, and it is." Quran, example, 2, 117 and 3, 47. This establishes the creative and powerful nature of divine speech. 3. A great trust and the subject of accountability. Islam teaches that every word a person speaks is recorded and will be brought before them on the Day of Judgment. The guardians of record. The Quran states, "Not a word does he, or she, utter, but there is with him a watcher, ready, to record it." Quran 50:18. Determining paradise and hellfire. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the last day, let him speak good or remain silent." Sahih al-Bukhari and Amp, Muslim. This famous hadith elevates speech to a matter of salvation. He also said that often, a person says a word pleasing to Allah and is raised in status because of it, and often a person says a word displeasing to Allah and is cast into hellfire because of it. 4. A measure of one's overall faith. The Prophet, PBUH, directly linked a person's speech to the strength of their faith. He said, "A man cannot be a true believer unless he speaks the truth and acts upon it, and a man cannot be a true believer unless he speaks the truth and fulfills his trust." Musnad Ahmad. He also said, "He who is deprived of kindness is deprived of all good." Sahih Muslim, indicating that kind speech is a form of goodness and a reflection of inner faith. 5. The power to build or destroy. Speech has tangible consequences in this world and the next. It is a power that must be harnessed. The positive potential of speech, encouraged acts, speaking the truth, haq, and bearing witness justly, even against oneself or one's family. Quran 4:135, calling to good, dawah, and enjoining what is right, al-Ma'ruf. Kind and gentle speech, speaking to people, especially parents, in a respectful and gentle manner. Quran 17:23. Words of remembrance, dhikr, glorifying Allah, reciting the Quran, and sending blessings upon the Prophet, PBUH. Reconciling people, using speech to mend broken relationships between people is highly virtuous. Quran 4:114. Speaking a good word, this is considered a form of charity. The Prophet, PBUH, said, "A good word is charity." Sahih al-Bukhari, the destructive potential of speech, prohibited acts, shirk, polytheism, the worst possible speech is to associate partners with Allah. Lying and false testimony, considered among the major sins. Backbiting, ghibah, and slander, buhtan, defined as speaking about a person in their absence in a way they would dislike. The Quran powerfully compares it to eating the flesh of one's dead brother. Quran 49:12, cursing, insulting, and mocking, forbidden as it destroys brotherhood and dignity. All vain and evil talk, laku, this includes gossip, obscenity, and any speech that has no benefit and leads to harm. Conclusion: the ethic of the tongue. In Islam, speech is a sacred trust, amana. It is the external manifestation of one's internal faith and intellect. Its importance can be summarized as follows. Theological: it is the means of declaring faith and connecting with Allah through remembrance. Social: it is the glue that holds society together, fostering trust, justice, and kindness. Legal: it is the basis for contracts, testimony, and legal rulings. Moral: it is the primary tool for ethical conduct and spiritual growth. A Muslim is therefore encouraged to be constantly mindful of their tongue, to use it as an instrument of truth, kindness, and construction, and to guard it meticulously from falsehood, harm, and destruction. The ultimate goal is to ensure that one's speech becomes a source of divine pleasure and a means of attaining paradise.